And, well, now we're 5 minutes here into the 1 o'clock hour, hitting overtime with Repeat. So grateful to have you here today.
We're so grateful to be here. It's going to be such a fun week. We get to see you multiple times in 1 week.
Is it, who's going to play with you at Live on the Green? Are you going to have a drummer? Is it going to be just the two of you? What's it going to be?
Oh, yeah. Just Kristen kind of does this like one-man band thing. I like make her play. You ever seen Mary Poppins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember the guy, he's got the accordion.
It's a little bit like that. I pull out the spoons.
Yeah, no, we have a whole band, and we've got a couple guitars. We have a wall of guitars.
Yeah.
And we just played a festival over the weekend, and somebody came up to us like, I wish more bands had that many guitars.
So just when guitars aren't cool, we've got a lot of them.
We were like, well, if they're not cool, we're gonna be as uncool as possible.
We're good at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that.
Swimming upstream.
Yeah. And so we got 6 people in the band now, something like that. So six people, sometimes 7. I don't know.
That's awesome.
If you come to our show and you're having a good time, get on stage. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Oh my goodness.
We close out that stage, so let's get some people up there.
All right.
At the end.
We're going to be wildin' with Repeat. They are taking the stage Saturday night at Lightning 100's Live on the Green. If you want to take a look at our schedule, we finally got to all those times posted for you, and they're on from 8:45 to 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, and we do hope to see you out there. If you want a VIP upgrade, get it for yourself at liveonthegreen.com. We are on volume.com/lightning100. You can take a look at our tiny studio where we couldn't afford paint, so we used posters. We've got posters on the wall, which are much cooler than paint, I think.
Yeah.
And
I like it.
And a lot of memories for a band like yourself, because they're shows that you played.
Yeah. And just fun watching, seeing
and
which
your
band
friends.
It's a little bit like repeat. This is your life.
You got Raylan Baxter's up here on the wall.
Played many shows with him.
I just heard he's announcing new music, so that's exciting.
Awesome.
Been waiting a while for that. Yeah, a lot of friends and family out here. Okay, so we're going to get the strip down. We just got 2 of you then, 2 out of the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 that are going to be on stage with you Live on the Green. And what do you want? What are you going to play for us here?
Okay, we're going to start with this was the B-side to our most recent release. It's called She Doesn't Like to Go on the Internet, and y'all played it on the station a bunch last week, so we figured we'd come back in and play it for y'all.
Awesome. All right, so repeat live on Lightning 100.
Here we go. Shoot me down, I'm dying just a little. I'm dying for a little of your company. Maybe you want a little marijuana. Being next to you is my ecstasy. All messed up, I can't stop. I couldn't believe you or leave you. Read me up and down like a tarot card. Why are you always trying to make this hard? Why is it gotta be this hard when we're together and you take my heart and break it into all these pieces? Why's it always gotta be this hard? Breaking my heart since we first met, waiting on a breakthrough. She doesn't like to go on the internet, cause she doesn't wanna reach you. Yeah, I'm coming clean, now don't mind me. I didn't wanna be the one to hit the ground. I'm stopping when you start. Why are you always trying to make this hard? Why is it gotta be this hard when we're together and you take my heart and break it into all these pieces? Why's it always gotta be this hard? Why is it gotta be this hard when we're together and you take my heart and break it into all
Lightning 100, repeat. We're live on volume.com here in the Lightning 100 studio. And that one we had in heavy rotation when they were our local artist of the week last week. Man, I love. Is it hard stripping it down that far? It sounded great.
Yeah. We weren't sure at first when we realized you guys were going to play this song. Since it's a B-side, we hadn't really
planned to play it
right.
live.
So
Well,
we're like,
your
let's
single
strip it down and see.
had a E on it.
Single did have a very big E on it.
Explicit.
That's very true.
Oh, Jared, naughty.
Yeah, I know. So we really appreciate it, and then it kind of like breathed new life into that song, because after we found out y'all were going to play it, we're like, man, this song's really fun. We should incorporate it into our live set. So I don't know that it'll be ready by Live on the Green,
Okay,
but our next show.
We had it now.
You inspired us to be like, man, we should start putting this one in the set because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun how one thing leads to another. Things inspire things. And
if you put any of our songs on like anime shows, you never know. Like it could shoot this song up to number 1. Kind of like that. Everybody's falling in love.
I love that. We've been in love with you for a long time. We have repeat here in the volume.com studio. It's Saturday. They're returning for the third time on the third day of September on our third night of Live on the Green. Repeat. Headline that 615 stage. What you gonna do now?
Okay, this is another new one. Came out a few months ago. It's called Arrangements. So long now, going crazy. Won't you come out for a moment in the sun? Only for a second, but you catch it if you let it. Keep on guessing, not impressing anyone. Is it worth it never having any fun? Nowhere to run under the gun, don't wanna lose it. Are you done wasting your time? You gotta use it. You'll be an old man before you know it. Come on, own it. Have you wasted all your time up in your head? Having conversations with yourself, making arrangements. As for credit, will they get it when you're gone? Is it fleeting? Am I believing in a line? Nowhere to run under the gun, don't wanna lose it. Are you dumb, wasting your time? You gotta use it.
Lightning 100, that is repeat. We're live here in the volume.com studio. You can watch volume.com/lightning 100. You can see them in person for free this Saturday night. It is going to be repeat, wrapping things up that evening on the 615 stage. Philip Michael Scales, who we first saw last year, come in second place in our Music City Mayhem local music tournament. He'll be out there. Los Colones, who we played on the show earlier, and you mentioned they're good friends of yours. Their music is so good.
Yeah.
We're going to have on that same night Daisha McBride, the 502s, Ruby Amanfu, Cautious Clay, and Santi Gold.
Dan, here's a question. Do we have anybody that's playing Live on the Green this year that played the very first Live on the Green?
The very first.
I looked at the poster recently, and it's kind of cool because like Maddie Diaz was like one of the opening acts, and now she's like on tour with Harry Styles, and so I was wondering. I was trying to think.
2009. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was here. I was there. I remember the first night we did Live on the Green. It was the night that the Green Bay Packers were playing the Tennessee Titans.
Whoa.
And I know that because I had tickets to the game, and I was like, "Can I go to the game?" And they're like, "Yeah, go to the game. It's fine. You know, you can come afterwards." And the Toadies were headlining.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And I was at the game, and I'm walking to Live on the Green because it's right by Nissan Stadium. It's a short little stroll from there. And I had this pain in my side, and I'm like, "What is that? That kind of hurts." And it didn't go away. And that was on Thursday. And on Saturday, I was actually DJing a wedding on Saturday night, and I still had this pain, and it was a lot worse by then. And I'm like, oh man, I'm probably in trouble here. What's going to happen? So I had my bag packed, and I had my assistant there. At the time was my dad, and I was like, if I pass out, just my bag's packed and take me to the hospital. But I didn't, and so I was able to finish the wedding. And by then I was in a lot of pain. And someone came over and they said, "Are you having a good time, Lieutenant Dan?" I said, "Well, I'm in a little bit of pain here." And so I went to the hospital, and I checked in about 1:30 in the morning, and they removed my gallbladder. Which,
oh my goodness.
yeah, so
that's the one that's like unnecessary in your body, right? I think the gallbladder is like.
I mean, Dan would know.
Yeah, I think that's like an organ that's.
It's just a little bit more important than your appendix.
Okay.
It's like part of your digestive system. You're okay without it, but it's better if it keeps working and you get to keep yours. So
wow.
I hope that you have yours for many years to come.
Well, if you ever need one, you can have mine.
He really doesn't value his.
I know, yeah.
Oh my!
I thought it was I was like, what's this gallbladder doing in here?
Goodness, Jared. Yeah. So that's honestly my memory when I think of 2009 and Live on the Green.
Okay.
That's the memory. And just being in the hospital bed. For a couple days, recovering from surgery, and I had my iPod and a button I could push every 10 minutes if there was pain. It's not that bad in memory. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we both would have been there in 2009 because that's the year you moved to town. I had been here for a few years, but I do feel like when I think back at early Live on the Greens, like I don't think I ever realized that it was early Live on the Green. It feels like something that's been going on. Forever.
Yeah.
For sure.
Know?
The year the Whalers played was the first year I was like really cognizant of it, of like, oh yeah, this is like a thing they do annually, because I was still kind of new to town.
Well, the history behind it, is that our radio station has history with free music festivals, and we had helped create Dancing in the District way back in the day on the riverfront. Right. And at the time, there wasn't anything like this. And the mayor was on my show, and he was in here, and there was this thing where like every hour the cities turned off their power for an hour. And so he was in here explaining, Mayor Carl Dean at the time, and he was standing right there by that door, and he said, I wish that you guys would do one of those concert series. You could do it right by my office, and I'd like to come out and, after work and have a beer and see a band. Would you do that? And that kind of off-the-cuff comment turned into being able to do Live on the Green, because if the mayor wants to do it, you can do it. I mean, if the mayor doesn't want you to do it, it's kind of tough. Things get a little bit harder. So it was paved with gold, green, all the way to Public Square Park.
Right.
And
it's very necessary unlike the gallbladder in certain situations.
That's right. Or maybe this conversation. I don't know. Repeat is here. You can see it for free
Dan,
this Saturday. It's great. I love it. And I'm excited. You said you prepared 3 songs,
we'll play you all one
which means we're not done yet. And if you want to zoom in and see what it looks like in here, do it. Volume.com/lightning100. You can pull it up for free, of course. We're grateful for their sponsorship of our studio, because we get to bring in great bands and drink great coffee from Frothy Monkey and have lots of fun.
Cool. I think this is like probably our favorite song we've recorded over the last couple of years. So
our favorite songs are never anyone else's favorite songs, but
they're our favorites.
Right.
So
that's awesome.
So we're gonna play it for you. Here we go.
that you're mine. They said change direction when you were just around the corner from me. I said just wait and see. Come closer, you said. Get in my head. Climb back into bed. You said, don't give it no worry or thought. We can make it without this. I know there's a question. Yeah, the answer's right on time. I know that you're mine. They said change direction when you were just around the corner from me. I said just wait and see. And if you're wondering who played the first Live on the Green, I think it was Citizen Cope, Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, Derek Trucks Band and the Toadies, American Bang, Space Capone, H-Beam, 10 out of 10, and KS Rhodes and Trent Dabbs. The whole time I was singing the second verse, I just wanted to sing those words like I was reading the lyrics. All right, so here we go. I'm tripping and I know I will. Stick with me and you love me still. I'm tripping and I will. Stick with me and you love me still. I'm tripping and I know I will. Stick with me and you love me still.
Lightning 100, repeat, live here in the Volume.com studio. Don't miss them. Out of Lightning 100's Live on the Green. They're going to have the full band on stage with them on Saturday, September 3rd. Yeah, reminiscing there back to 2009 in that one. I got that pulled up while Jared was singing, and he just added some of those band names. Oh, yeah, that was the year we had Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, which was such a special moment. One of my all-time favorite sets at Live on the Green was by Sharon, and we miss her. And Ricky Young, who is now in the Wild Feathers. Am I saying that? Yes. So,
and KS Rhodes, who is now doing
the most amazing.
It's like kids songs by your dad's favorite band.
Isn't that the best thing ever?
Sorry, Kevin, we messed that one up.
but it's good. Check out KS Rhodes on
the title
Instagram.
of it is much better than we just said.
He does like Wheels on the Bus by like, I don't know,
the Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys and stuff. So good.
Yes, it is brilliant. The guy's really incredible. This year when he played Live on the Green, he wrote a piece and performed with the Nashville Symphony. So
it was that year?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. It's been a long time.
It's crazy just
if we haven't convinced you to listen to KS Rhodes, I mean, what more can we say?
You're missing out.
Yeah.
Well, and just a testament to like some of the bottom billed bands even playing this year is like, if you were to go to Live on the Green back then, you would have caught Maddie Diaz. She was the very bottom listed band back then, and all these years later now she's massive, you know what I mean? So you never know, who you'll see.
She got hooked up. She got to open for Harry Styles on some shows, which there's no surprise there that's going to get you some streams and some eyeballs on your music.
So deserving. It's exciting
because you work just as hard on the music if everyone listens or if only a few people listen. So that's why what we do here is having people who know they can tune in and hear repeat playing in the studio and be like, oh, I like that band. I want to find out more about them. I want to see them at Live on the Green.
Well, and you never know who you'll see like first of the day this weekend, and in 5-10 years you'll get to be like, I saw them
100%.
way back when.
One of the first bands that's going to play on the 615 stage this year is Cecilia Castleman. She just turned 21. She grew up in Franklin, and her single that is out is with co-write with Daniel Tashin. who's incredible. Yeah, so there's, Taylor Bickett is our current Music City Mayhem champion. I brought in Tails, and Taylor was saying that she just about sold out a show the other night. So like there's things happening for these bands. So even if you're like, oh, I know this band but not this, just come out.
Yeah.
Good citizens of Nashville, come and support local music,
it'll be
live
pretty cool.
music.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see where this girl Sheryl Crow ends up in a few years.
Yeah.
I hear she's doing some cool things.
Pay close attention.
Yeah,
Pretty
she's on
big
her way
names.
up.
Well, always great to see you. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you so much
Thank
for
you,
having
Dan.
us.
and hanging out with us today. And thanks to volume.com.